Hello, Mother Cluckers. It's been a while since I've done a video of the ramblings of an Appalachian Granny Woman. I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. I struggle with getting myself centered. I have so much in here, and when I find to go let it loose, it comes out in many ways, many avenues. That's why you guys see so many different things going on in the background with me, and it's just me. So it's hard because not only am I a double air sign, I've got so many different things going on, and I've always been that way, but I've always juggled it well. I've got enough earth sign in there to keep me grounded. But I've always struggled with keeping myself from running myself thin and then burning out. And that is a cycle of mine. And it's a lot of energy because when I open myself up, people find me. And that's not a bad thing, but it's a lot for me because one person don't realize that there's five other people messaging. There's five other people wanting help. And so I find it easier to let all of this out in videos, in words, any way that I can. And that's what spirits taught me is that yeah, you have a voice. And what we have today is a big opportunity to just spread messages to one another and to help each other through our words, to speak our truth and authenticity, and to be able to talk about the things that we've been through and being able to revisit them without sadness but understanding. And that's when it changes. Fear is the number one thing that we work through as humans, trying to find our enlightened self while going through this over and over and over again. Fear. It is those things that creep in from what we've been taught, our ancestors, that deep fear that runs through our veins and our blood and our psyche. It is fear that you must walk through every time. And if it makes you feel a certain way, if it makes you fear, then that's when you know you work through. You face it. You open it up and you kick it down. Out of fear comes growth if you allow it. Not to be succumbed by that negativity, that suppression, oppression. It riddles us as humans. And it's gotten worse. But now, people are having to deal with it. The energy of this world is shifting. We've been talking about that for a very long time. The people before us, the hippies. Yeah, we're still alive and we do awaken. We do awaken, guys, and it ain't about being a title. It's about being connected to yourself without fear. To be connected with God, spirit, whatever you choose to label it, without fear. Without thinking that this higher power is going to smote me. This higher power is not going to let me into heaven. This higher power is going to shun me. That does not happen, guys. That is taught by man, and that is fear. So, what we're witnessing right now in humanity is a change and shift into higher consciousness, an evolution of our minds. I've preached about it so much, but I will keep preaching because that is what I'm meant to do, is to help people while I'm helping myself. See, I open my path and I see the light, and I want to share it with everybody. I want to show everybody what you're capable of doing, and sometimes I lose myself in that a lot because it's who I am. I have walked this path and I have been through hell. Guys, it's hell that you have to walk through first. It's not heaven. It's not a choice. It is a choice, but it is not for some God to tell you that you're going to heaven or hell. We live in it. It's a state of mind. It's a playground. And it's for learning. And people succumb to it. People leave this earth because of it. Way too early. But that's okay. They come back And they learn that lesson all over again, guys. It's this is the truth of everything. There's so many of us who have found our way back to ourselves that the lights are popping up everywhere. I'm not alone. By any means, I'm not alone. And any religion out there or belief system out there, we're all preaching the same messages. Some of us, you have to be aware of that. Absolutely. They are as false prophets. And I've always wondered in my life, am I a false prophet? You question it in yourself because guess what? The world is being exposed to things that have always been dubbed crazy. We've always been thought that there's something wrong with our minds. No, our minds have been suppressed from us from fear. And so it is scary. But when it's scary, that's when you know you're on the right path. And when people see you as something that is cursed, that is wrong, that's when you know you're on the right path. That's when I knew I was on the right path. So this message is deep. Guys, I'm so connected to the universe. I'm so connected to everyone's algorithms that I find myself getting sucked into it. And I call it the lower vibrational plane of existence because when I realized that that's what I grew up in and that's what I only knew until I didn't, it is a playground. It is a place where we come to learn. I always struggled with this saying that there's no such thing as death because as a young child I always questioned things, but death is not the end. I don't know who needs to hear this, but I know that someone does. Death is not the end. People come into our lives as lessons and blessings, and you have to know the difference between those. You have to be aware instead of us reacting to each other, and that's exactly what we do as humans, and that's why we have war. That's why we have that that part of that darkness. There's a balance, guys. We always need a little bit of darkness in life, and that's to teach us. But people have succumbed to it. Don't let the world scare you. Actually, I'm wrong. Let the world scare you. Let the world scare you so much that you have to find the truth in everything. I love you, Mother Cluckers, and I hope this message reaches who it's meant to. Let's light up this world with our light, guys. Stop blaming other people. Take responsibility for your actions, your thoughts. Let's be the change. Because, ready or not, it's here. I love you.